Zook, congrats. I was up with family and friends at the top of the hill seeing the sign with your name on it. I'm sure you saw that a whole bunch of times too.
Yeah, that was awesome. It helps so much when you've got, family and friends cheering you on. It's just like that little bit of extra motivation, and every time you go around, it's like you remember, like, okay, yeah, it's all right. People are cheering, and it's fun. So it's very hard. So it's a super hard course, even though it wasn't maybe as selective as last year, but it helped a bit for sure.
It certainly looked like a tough course. You were one of 2 under-23 riders to get away in that group of 9, but that must have been a ton of work to chase down the solo breakaway.
It was a lot of work. I mean, props to Piccoli for heading out on his own and freaking keeping us at bay. A 2-minute gap for I don't know how many kilometers. So that was super impressive. I mean, I knew in the end we would probably end up catching him. We started riding harder once we got off the circuit. And because we had, there's 2 rally guys with us, and I felt pretty good, to be honest. Like that type of stuff, just kind of grinding away for long periods of time is good for me. If it's like stop and go, it's a little harder. So I was always trying to keep the pace steady, have everyone pull through and just keep the cohesion. In the end, we caught Piccoli, and then I knew it was coming. The rally started going one after the other, and it was like it's over that hill when Nigel attacked. I got on the pedals and then cramped up my right leg, so couldn't follow that. Tried to bring him back afterwards, and it was he was gone. So
well, it's interesting because both of the rally riders were talking about how they were worried about you.
Right.
That you were their biggest threat in the group.
That's a compliment.
It is, yeah. And
I knew they were going to be good. I mean, Nigel and DeVos, they're well-known riders. They've been doing this for a while. I knew it was going to be a very hard battle. I still had a bit of hope, to be honest. You never know. The end is a little tricky. There's some up and down, and I was actually hoping we would come into for a sprint, because then the odds were probably a bit more in my favor. But yeah, I mean, it was inevitable. I knew they were going to attack, and I tried my best to manage it. And then I mean, such a long race. It's like 4.5 hours. I started cramping up. Did what I could.
But you get the under-23 title. You also took 3rd overall in the race.
Yeah.
That was very cool.
I'm super happy. It's a good consolation prize, I guess. First U23. I mean, the goal, from the start of the race, the goal was to go for the overall title. For sure, that would have been a great honor and a super good result. I mean, 3rd is still good, and I get to have the U23 title, so that's also super fun.
And it puts you in a thinking mood for next year.
Yeah. Got another year left, U23, and I mean, next year will be the same deal probably, try and go for the overall. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we've got a couple races left, the season's not over yet, so we'll think about next year once we get there.
The seed's planted though. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.